Hey, how you guys doing? My name is Devin Byrne, and I'm from I Am A Course in Miracles, also found at iamacim.com. I want to share with you something that I've been talking about and thinking about a lot, trying to understand in layman terms. So as you can see my mouse here, I want to draw something that we're going to say is all that is. Okay, we're going to just use that term, all that is, opposed to the term that most people don't like God. God being everywhere and in everything. Instead of God being a white bearded person, we're saying God's spirit is in everything and in everyone. So as you can see, I'm drawing this yellow line on the edge of the entire screen. Let's just say this is the edge of all that is. And that outside of all that is doesn't exist because it's all that is. Literally, all that is. All that exists and all that does not exist, it is all that is. Okay? Okay. So let's say all that is. Let's just say it in this way, even though some people get insulted by this, but let's just say all that is wanted to play a game. Now, what does all that is play a game with? Who does all that is play a game with? If all that is all that is, it would have to play a game with itself. Now, what if, all that is was a player and then something else was a player? Well, that wouldn't work because something else would be outside of itself, which it, being all that is, cannot have anything outside of itself. So the only way to play a game with something else is to make something inside itself. So we're going to do this here. We're going to take the mouse and we're going to say all that is, being this, whatever this box is, right? All that is. In order for all that is, it needs to, in order to experience and play with something outside of itself, it needs to make a line. Let's say make a wall, make a new edge. Okay, so over here is all that is. This is what, let's say, God. Right? All of this being God over here. So God is over there being up in the clouds, right? Commanding the angels to do stuff and, dancing around as he does or whatever he does up there, being on his throne, right? Well, now, as some religions say, God is our creator, and he created us to play with. So he can tell us, give us options of things to do, and tell us if we do it, we go to hell. And it sounds like some little game plays, doesn't it? Well, as I'm drawing here, these little people are little people. Little things, little Mary, Dick, and Jane. As I made Mary, Dick, and Jane here, and this over here being all that is, now has authority over these little things. Well, if you wanted to play a game, let's say all that is sitting here playing a game called baseball with a little Mary, Dick, and Jane. Okay, so all that is over here is playing baseball with them. Now he can't, but this is all besides the point. But now he can, right? Being separate, all that is being separate. I can't even, okay, being separate from Mary, Dick, and Jane. Okay? Okay. The point is that when we have all that is here, we forget that even though all that is appears to be over here, that this line that we drew here, right here, this line right here, is actually just an imaginary line. Because you, me, when we first think about this, we forget that I said all that is all that is. And this outside line is still there. You can't draw anything outside of all that is. For all that is all that is. So the only way for all that is to experience baseball with Mary, Dick, and Jane, it needs to create an imaginary line, imaginary fence, separating itself from Mary, Dick, and Jane, so that Mary, Dick, and Jane can play baseball. Is it separate from all that is? Is Mary, Dick, and Jane separate from all that is? No. They are parts of all that is, all that exists, and all that does not exist. Was there separation? Was there ever separation? No. It only appeared. It only appeared to be separate. Does not make it true. When it only appears to be separate, it does not make it true. I love you guys.